You know, one of those days where you just do your makeup for no reason and you have nowhere to go, but you just feel like doing your makeup? Today is one of those days.
What's up, guys? So today I am going to be telling another story time, and yes, it is going to be paranormal story times. I actually have two stories. Don't mind my ratchet nail. But I actually have two story times just because they're really short, so I decided. That was my dog. So I decided why not just combine them both. I'm just gonna start with the one that happened a little bit longer ago, and then one that's pretty recent. So this story actually has to do with my puppy dog. So basically we were just sitting on the couch, actually in that room right there. We were just sitting on the couch, and I think I was watching TV or something, or literally just playing with my dog or something. And out of nowhere, she just like stops, completely stops. And she's staring at something that I can't see. Oh my god, I'm so scared. I don't like talking shit. I don't like talking about shit like this. But she's just staring at something, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? I'm like, what's wrong? And I'm petting her, and she would not budge. Because usually when I pet her, she will have a reaction, you know? But she did not budge at all. She was just staring at something, and it was one focused spot, too. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's really weird. And then, like, out of nowhere, she just starts growling. Like, growling, like, ferociously growling. She's actually, like, as small of a dog as she is, she's super protective. Like, if someone is outside the door, she always barks. Like, if she hears the doorbell, she will bark, blah, blah, blah. She always barks when someone is coming into the house. So I don't know where she was staring at it, and I'm telling you, she stared at this focused spot in the room for probably like 3 to 5 minutes, and that's very long. And I did not know what, like, I didn't know why, because I couldn't see anything, but it was obvious that she was looking at something. And I couldn't figure out what it was, and she was just growling and growling and growling, and it was very scary. It wasn't even one of those playful growls, because sometimes I play fight with her. No, it was like angry. It was like protective, like don't hurt my family type of growl. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just a quick one, but that really freaked me out so bad. Like, I still, to this day, I still don't know what the hell she was staring at, because there was nothing there. Like, my mom was actually in the room too, but she was standing off to the side, and she was definitely not staring at her. Like, she was staring at literally nothing. Moving on, the next story is actually really, really recent, and this happened in a dorm. So basically, I was doing this summer institute program where I was staying at this dorm at my college. Typical scary story, right? I had just, you know how when you go, before you go to bed, you go on your phone, so you're just laying in bed going like this. And then I had just put my phone away because I wanted to sleep. I was getting tired. So I was just resting on my bed, and then my roommate, who was on the other bed, obviously, she was typing away, so she was just doing an essay, finishing up her homework. It was around 1 a.m. at this time, and out of nowhere, right, my roommate just goes like, what? And I'm like, I stare at her. I'm like I know I didn't stare at her, but I turn around. I'm like, what? What do you mean what? Like, what? Like, why? What the fuck? I didn't say anything, and she's like, she literally was like, I thought you said something. I'm like, no, I'm trying to sleep here. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? But I didn't think much of it that night. And then I just went back to sleep. She just went back to whatever she was doing. And then went home for the weekend. And then when we came back that Sunday night, she brought the event back up. Okay? And she was like, yo, so you know how on Friday how I was asking you like, I thought you had said something, whatever. I'm like, yeah, what about it? And she's like, I literally could have sworn to God I heard someone in my ear going like, psh, like just psh. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it sounds really stupid, but that's fucking scary because first of all, it was late at night, so most of the people, like most of the girls in our floor on our floor was already asleep. It was super quiet, like the windows were all shut tight. It wasn't open or anything. I don't even think the windows were allowed to be opened. So it was shut tight. Nothing was on. The air cooler was on, but it never makes any noises, okay? Like, I stayed there for weeks. It never made any noises like that. So it was completely silent. She said that she just heard someone literally going this close to her ear, just saying, psh. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you telling me this right now? I am trying to sleep and you're telling me this right before I'm about to go to sleep. It couldn't be the people like next door because the walls, like our rooms were so far apart. Like the walls are thick, okay? They're thick. So it was just impossible, and that really freaked me out. And also another kind of small thing is it was really weird because I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks into this program, or maybe even like after the first week, we both noticed, like me and my roommate both noticed that we had this marking on our foot, okay? And it looked like it's nothing I've ever seen before because it wasn't a mosquito bite. It definitely wasn't a mosquito bite. It looked like just two dots on our foot, and it was exactly the same, and this fucking mark itched for weeks. Like, and I'm gonna check right now. It's still, like, there's still a scar. It's been like over a month, okay? And the mark is still on my foot. Yeah, we did not know what it was. So that's it. Those are my story times. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.